أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Today we are going to start periodontal anatomy. What is periodontium? Periodontium refers to the specialized tissue that surround and support the teeth. Basically, there's a teeth, and teeth is inserted in the bone, and there are some structures and some tissues which support the tooth, and they surround the tooth and support it to be well submerged into the bone. Uh, Keeps them firmly anchored in the jawbone. It plays a vital role in maintaining tooth stability and health during chewing and other oral functions. The periodontium is composed of four main components. Now, the periodontium is composed of the components gums, also known as gingiva, periodontal ligaments. They are connective tissue structures, cementum, calcified layer, alveolar bone, which is a part of the jawbone. Now, the gingiva or gums are the soft tissues that covers the alveolar bone and surround the cervical part of the teeth and providing a protective barrier. Now, periodontal ligament is a connective tissue structure that attaches the tooth root to the alveolar bone, and they act as a shock absorber during biting and chewing. Cementum is a calcified layer covering the tooth root that anchors the periodontal ligament fibers to the tooth. And alveolar bone is the part of the jawbone that houses the tooth sockets and provides support to the teeth. The tooth sockets are also known as alveoli. Now, what are the functions of periodontium? As I already told you, that it supports and anchors teeth in the jaws. It absorbs and distributes forces from chewing. It maintains the health of surrounding tissues through nourishment and repair. It provides sensory feedback like pressure, pain, touch. They all are felt due to the periodontium. Gingiva. Gingiva, which are commonly called the gums, it is the part of the oral mucosa that surrounds the teeth and covers the alveolar bone. Now, oral mucosa is the basically mucosal part of the mouth. Oral means mouth, and oral mucosa we'll discuss in detail afterwards. All the soft tissues of the mouth collectively are known as the oral mucosa. Gingiva is one of the soft tissue. It forms an important component of periodontium. It provides protection and support to the underlying tissues. The parts of gingiva are free gingiva, attached gingiva, and interdental gingiva or interdental papilla. Free gingiva is the unattached portion that surrounds the tooth like collar and forms the gingival margin, coronal part of the gingiva. Now, the apical part of the gingiva, attached gingiva, is firmly bound to the underlying bone and tooth. It provides stability. Now, the interdental gingiva is the gingiva found between adjacent teeth, filling the interdental space. Now, we will see the diagram. This part up is the free gingiva. Teeth, this is the teeth, white one is the teeth, this white one is the teeth, and this is the free gingiva. As you can see, between the free gingiva and the teeth is a gingival sulcus, a very narrow opening, and the where the free gingiva finishes, there's a groove. You can feel it on your teeth, and then comes the attached gingiva. Coming back, the color of the free gingiva is pale pink. It varies with pigmentation. Some people have high melanin and low melanin. It varies with the species and with the socioeconomic background and where you live. Texture firm, resilient, stippled, orange peel-like appearance. Functions: it protects underlying periodontal tissue, forms a barrier against mechanical and bacterial injury, and maintains the seal around teeth to prevent infection. Marginal gingiva, it is also called as free gingiva, is the unattached portion of the gingiva that surrounds the tooth-like collar above the cemento-enamel junction. Now, cemento-enamel junction is the junction between the crown and the root of the teeth. The crown is covered by enamel and the root is covered by cementum. It forms the gingival margin, which is the edge of the gum nearest to the tooth surface. It is about 1 millimeter wide. It is not directly attached to the tooth surface. It is separated from the tooth by the gingival sulcus, a shallow space between the tooth and the gum. It has a smooth surface and follows the contour of the tooth. Its function is to protect the underlying periodontal tissues and forms the wall of gingival sulcus helping to prevent bacterial entry. Attached gingiva is the firm, resilient, and tightly bound portion of the gingiva that is attached to the underlying alveolar bone and cementum. It lies between the free marginal gingiva and alveolar mucosa. The alveolar mucosa and free gingival, there is a part where it is covered with bone. It is attached gingiva. Okay? And cementum, bone and cementum, the root part of the tooth and the bone. Features: firm and stipple, orange pea-like surface, pale pink in color. It can vary with pigmentation. Width varies in different areas of the mouth, widest in the incisor region and narrowest in the premolars, near the premolars. It is immobile due to its firm attachment to the bone. Its function is it provides mechanical support to the marginal gingiva, it withstands frictional forces during chewing and toothbrushing, and it helps to maintain gingival health and stability. Now the third one is interdental gingiva. Interdental gingiva or gingiva, the pronunciation varies. Interdental gingiva is also called as interdental papilla. It is the part of gingiva that fills the space between the two adjacent teeth below the contact point. Fills the space between two adjacent teeth where the teeth contact and the crowns of the teeth contact, and then there is a space, a narrow space there. It is filled with interdental gingiva, triangle shape, and then comes the root. It helps protect the underlying periodontal tissue and prevents food impaction. In anterior teeth it is pyramidal or conical, and in posterior teeth it is a caul shape, a depression connecting facial and lingual papilla. Its surface is firm and stippled like attached gingiva, and location is like apical to the contact area of adjacent teeth. Now, in the next lecture, inshallah, we will discuss the pictures, and I'll show you the interdental papilla and the caul. The function of interdental is to fill the interdental space to prevent food lodgement, protects underlying periodontal tissue, and plays a role in maintaining gingival contour and health. This is cementum. The white portion here. The white portion here is the tooth, and then this is cementum, root type. Coronal portion is the this is the tooth coronal portion. This is the root, cementum. These are the periodontal ligaments between the bone and the tooth, which attach, and this is alveolar bone. This inside is alveolar bone. Okay, and the gingiva, this is the gingival sulcus. Portion is the free gingiva, and this portion the attached gingiva just up the alveolar mucosa, and attached gingiva and alveolar mucosa are connected by mucogingival junction. We'll discuss it in more detail in next lesson. Jazakallah khairan kaseera.